I'm confused again, once again. Now it's Thursday night. We got to play around these guys' tours, but we're blessed tonight with my guest tonight. You will be so happy. I'm so happy. But as usual, this is the Maverick Soul Hour. I am Tommy Marr. We're stuck in the madhouse here, and we got a hot one tonight. But as usual, I want to talk about last week. I'd like to start with last week. If you guys, I'm sure you watched, we had Davey Knowles here. Davey, he blew the place up. The guy is phenomenal. Great guy, great super guy. Band guys were great. Great show, great interview. Really enjoyed it. He played, I don't know how many songs. I think he played about 7 songs. Guy's phenomenal, and I want to thank you, Davey. And it was a great show. Great show. Also, I want to talk about what we went through this week. Friday night, I did a benefit in Hauppauge for the veterans, which you know me. If there's anything for the veterans, I'm there. It was in Hauppauge, and it was called the Bets for Vets. They had a gambling thing going. There was 500 people there, and Nancy Rizzuti, she asked me to do a little thing over there, so I did about 5, 6 songs, whatever it was, and they raised a lot of money for the veterans. So God bless you guys, and for all you guys that volunteered on that, there was a lot of people involved. It was a great night, and I know you made a lot of money for these guys, and God knows who deserves it more than them. So it was a blessing to have that night go on with them. Then Saturday night, my band, the Maverick Soul Band, we played over at Farrell's over in Belmore. Packed house, incredible night. I think our band really did good, really good. And then after we got done playing, Mr. Godfrey Townsend played. And my God, he blew me away. He always does, but the sound that they had was incredible. Great night. Thank you, Farrell's and Lloyd, sound man, one of the best around, man. You are the man. I love the way you do your job. Good guy, great place. KJ Farrell's in Belmore. Get off the train, boop, you're right in front of the door. Also, I just want to once again, I want you guys to keep your prayers going for Mr. Neville Chesters. Neville, what's up? Arnie's sitting right here, and he called you twice today, right, Arnie? He called you twice today. Where are you? But all kidding aside, Neville, we all send our love to you. We hope you're doing well. I know I talked to you a couple days ago. Stop getting on ladders, Get off the ladders. But Arnie's yawning over here, so he's getting me tired. I've been here since 9:30. But let's keep the prayers going for Neville because he's doing good, although he just broke his leg, but he's doing well with everything else, and he's on schedule. He'll be having another hip done shortly, hopefully, and hopefully we get him back here where he belongs, right back here in New York. So, Neville, God bless you. We love you, man, and answer your phone. Answer your phone. All right. So with that, we're going to take a little commercial break, and when we come back, you're going to have one of the best in the business. He's sitting right next to me right here, and I'm going to hold that thought for a minute. So hang on to yourselves, get yourselves tight, get yourselves right, and we'll be right back with the Maverick Soul Hour and my very, very special guest. Hang in there.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
Legends TV presents Vaudeville Review in the 21st Century, December 5th, 2015 at Theater 294 Route 109 in Farmingdale, New York. Easily accessible by mass transit, Long Island Railroad, all major highways, the N72 Babylon bus right outside the door. Featuring hip-hop, R&B, magic, rock, comedy, poetry, pro wrestling celebrities, and much, much more. Starring R&B pop singer, songwriter Roger Ortega and hip-hop great So Soon. Also appearing ukulele rocker Lloyd Gold, rocker Kareen Ulano, Firestone, comedy greats Sherwin XL and Brenda Lawson, magician the amazing Louie, poet John Winnell, our house band Alpha and Walter Halverson, mixing blues, rock, and hip-hop in a multi-genre mashup as they perform a great set while serving as our house band. And pro wrestling fans don't miss Rage and Vinny the Guido. Find us on Facebook, Legends TV, Evan Ginsberg, Steve Ludwig, and folks, you missed the birth of your mother and father. Don't you dare miss Legends TV's Vaudeville Review in the 21st Century, December 5th at Theater 294 Route 109, Farmingdale, New York. Be there. All tickets only $20, available at the door, Theater 294 on Facebook.
We are back in the Madhouse, and I am Tommy Marr. We are here with the Maverick Soul Hour. And ladies and gentlemen, it is such a treat for me. I actually know Eli. We've met quite a few times, and I actually even got to sing with him a little bit. But before I even introduce Eli, I want to give you a little taste of my man here. I just want to show you a little video just to introduce him to you guys at home, just to give you a little taste. So sit back and enjoy. We'll be right back.
Baby, please don't go. Baby, please don't go. Baby, please don't go down to New Orleans. I love you so. Please don't go. Well, your man done gone. Yeah, your man done gone. Well, your man done gone down to Johnny Farm. Shackles on. Please don't. Oh, you lamb down low. You lamb down low on the jelly floor. I love you so, please don't go. For I be your dog. Will I be your dog? For I be your dog, baby. Way out here, you made me walk the love. Please don't go. And I said, please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Baby, please don't go down to New Orleans. I love you so. Please don't go.
Well, I told you, Eli's coming, and he is here tonight. Mr. Eli Cook, right here in the Madhouse. Eli, so great to have you, man.
Yes,
Good
sir.
seeing you again. We have met quite a few times, well, a few times anyway, and I've seen you play. And well, let me just say something. Just let me throw something out there. Just recently, he was Blues Matters magazine ranked him one of the top 3 solo blues artists in the world. In the world, folks. In the world. That's pretty cool, man. You can live with that, right?
Yeah, I got to now. It's official.
Well, like I said, and again, I want to thank Arnie Goodman for bringing you in. Arnie, as always, he's the best. He's the best. But so now, Eli, you're from Blue Ridge foothills of Virginia.
Yeah, the hill country, so to speak. Charlottesville, Virginia, to be specific. There's the University of Virginia there, and musically, the claim to fame is Dave Matthews, and then a lot of bluegrass. So blues is not really the local thing, but we make do. So.
Well, you had a lot of great influences in your life, though.
Yeah. One thing that was sort of a fortunate surrounding coming up was the gospel influence when I was a teenager. I played at a lot of sort of southern revivals and things of that nature, which a lot of the old blues styles.
Like Baptist stuff.
Yeah. I mean the late night tent things and
that's cool. I love that stuff.
Yeah, and it's really it's the same music.
Yeah.
Different lyrics.
Yeah.
So
it is. I even like the lyrics. I love it. I'll throw those gospel channels on and listen to those guys all day long, man.
yeah, if you want to learn how to play and sing, that's
You want to sing? They can sing, man. They can flat out sing. But you do have some unique influences in your life, like John Lee Hooker, Muddy Waters.
Yeah. I mean, all the classics, especially the older styles, and as far as blues go, Son House and Fred McDowell and the pre-war styles. But then Muddy Waters, of course,
Right.
Howlin' Wolf, all the big guys. And then, but I'd always try to take from anything that's good. I mean, whether
Yeah,
it's country music, anything you hear. I mean, modern stuff, even the material that you might not initially care for. I try to pull something good out of it and say, okay.
Well, that's how you make your stew,
Yeah, exactly.
You got to get all the ingredients in and make your own soup, I call it, And but let me ask you something. Being that you came from an area that really wasn't blues influenced, how did you really actually get into that blues?
Well,
I mean, the church stuff I get.
Yeah.
But how did you really switch over?
Well, when I was a kid, the oldies station was the 50s and 60s. Of course, now if you flip to the oldies in general, it's kind of
90s.
Yeah. It starts at the 70s, But when I was a kid, it was Elvis
Right.
and Jerry Lee Lewis, and then my parents' record collection, which is all the British Invasion, Rolling Stones, and Led Zeppelin.
They had good taste.
So yeah, and there was more than a few old Muddy Waters albums in there. And so when I picked up a guitar initially, my old man's acoustic, the stuff that I initially tried to play was, like Communication Breakdown, and Catfish Blues, because I figured that's
a good start.
yeah. I was like, oh, that's what there is.
I remember when that album came out. I remember there were, like 10 of us at this house, and we must have played Communication Breakdown. I swear to God, in one day, 50 times, and no one moved out of the room.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, what is this? What is this?
And you can learn it on one string. So when you're starting.
Yeah. So, all right. So now you're growing up, and this is at what age? Like, are you going to these revivals and?
Well, when I started playing, I was probably when I was actually playing at the revival, I was probably about 15, which is about a year or two after I started, and so I was too young really to be playing in bars,
Right.
But social gatherings and church was permissible.
Yeah, yeah.
About a year later, I was playing in the bars, and grades were failing. But what do you do?
But you had a good education, though.
Yeah, yeah.
You get a good. That's how I grew up too. And I mean, like, there was a bar when I was a kid. I mean, if you were over 15, like you were old. It was like crazy. I mean, couldn't do that nowadays. But it was a different world then. But that's a good place to. Like, it's a great street education. You know what I mean? You learn a lot of things that you can really use a lot better than algebra. Don't not go to school, kids. Don't write me letters, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, I hung out in the pool. I worked in the pool. I was a houseman in the pool when I was 15. I mean, like, Willie Moscone used to hang out there. Minnesota Fats would come in there, and these guys, and it was like so cool, And like these old guys would teach us all these things, I love that. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was lucky. I was right on the cusp.
Yeah.
Right when there was right when the internet was really coming about, right before every teenager had a cell phone. I was right there on the edge, so I feel fortunate in that regard.
Well, you are. I kind of feel sorry for these kids that, like, we were at Janine's mother's house last night, and her cousin's kids were there. And I said, look at the living room. And every one of them sitting on the couch. No one's looking, no one's talking,
I can't even operate one, man. Like, when they took the payphones out, I had to get a flip phone. But
Yeah. Well, so now take me to the next step. I mean, how do you go from where you were to playing with B.B. King?
Got off at the wrong stop. No, well, initially he was playing in my hometown, and a friend of a friend just knew the right people and pulled the right strings to get me in. And I think I was 17 or 18, so that was pretty earth-rocking for me.
That'd be earth-rocking for anybody.
Yeah, and so I wore my black suit, and I had a old J50 Gibson, and I didn't know this at the time, but he's endorsed by Gibson, and he'll only sign Gibsons. And so my buddy who booked the gig grabbed my guitar and ran on the tour bus. I would never dare do that, and got it signed. So then I had this guitar with this big B.B. King signature.
Cool.
And it was the biggest thing I'd ever done. But so from then on, whenever I played, everyone says, "Oh, what's the signature?" And so there's the association. But his management and all took a shine to me, and that's why I got to do several shows with him right off the bat. And since then I've gotten to play with some other cool cats. And
Yeah, do you want to drop a couple names?
Johnny Winter. I was very fortunate to get to do some stuff with him. Played the last time with him was at South by Southwest last year. Which is, he passed away this past year, so that was very fortunate. And he was, even though he was sitting down, he was still killing it. Right.
I know we had seen him probably a little more than a year ago, and they actually, I think they carried him out and sat him down. But man, when he started playing, and Little Richard was the same thing. They carried him down too, and he was like, once he started playing, everything went away.
The muscle memory is still good, man.
Yeah. Well, we actually saw Edgar a week after he passed away.
Wow.
And I was surprised that he was at the gig. You know,
Yeah.
it was over at Westbury Music Fair with the Vanilla Fudge, actually. And, man, it was really, he came out, and it was, you could just tell,
Yeah.
you know. He said this, you know, it was just, it was very emotional. It was really good.
I'm sure, man. Brothers like that. That's
Yeah,
intense.
they were tight. They were tight. And so now, what is this like for a young guy? I mean, is it? I mean, I know you, so I know you don't have one of these big egos and all that. But you must lay in bed at night and just like, how did that happen?
I guess it's kind of funny. I mean, if I ever have to apply for a real job, I'm going to be in trouble with the resume. 'Cause,
Well, that's pretty good names.
but it's cool. You know, there's a lot for the little bits and pieces of glamour, I guess you might call. There's about 90% of it is not so.
Right. Right.
And it's a lot of work, and actually the older you get, the more work it is, because you realize, and you know how much more you need to do, and the way technology is changing.
Yeah.
Promotion and people's attention spans and competition and music venues coming in and going out. You can't just get better at your instrument.
The whole game
Yeah.
has changed. I mean, you know, these guys over here could tell you better than anybody. I mean, how it's changed, and especially just in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really a tough business. But I mean, you're doing all right. You're doing all right. You know, I've seen you play with a few of my buddies, and it amazes me. You know, and you're on your fifth album now?
I think so. Like you said, algebra was not the thing. But yeah. 5 or 6. The last one came out a year ago on Cleopatra Records, Primitive Sun, and that was a lot of fun. I got to work with Reese Winans and Sonny Landreth and Tinsley Ellis and some other cool guests. Leslie West.
Leslie West, right?
Yeah.
And Vinny Appice?
Yep. Actually got to track with Vinny, and that was a huge learning experience. It was the first time I did anything like that.
That must have been incredible for you.
It was a little overwhelming to work, walk in a room with Vinny, and actually Jorgen from Government Mule was on bass, and so we, had to go in and I would show them the songs and we track them. And to them, it's no big thing. They're just like, all right, let's do this. And it feels weird to be telling people like that. Nah, man, it goes, no.
Yeah, I guess. Now, is that record still available for people?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
And it's on.
It's everywhere,
Amazon
iTunes and Amazon, all that good stuff. And
Pick that up. And Artemis Pyle's on that, right?
he is. Artemis Pyle's on there, and man.
And Ronnie James Dio.
Well, not Ronnie. He didn't make it. But because Vinny played with him. It might be sometimes.
Oh, it probably was. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes they like to use the associative properties in there.
Okay. My bad.
He would have though. He would have made it.
Yeah, definitely. You would have let him in. But I'm actually going to get that album because I'm curious to hear that. That must be. Is that? Were you happy with the result?
I
of
was. Yeah, the end result I was very pleased with.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
Absolutely.
Good. And I want you to know, I mean, last night this guy sold out BB King's in New York City. How was that?
It's always phenomenal to play at BB King's. It's one of my favorite places in the city to see a show or to play, especially to play.
Yeah.
But I've been there a few times with Robin Trower and Sonny Landreth, and yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah, there's a couple minor guys. Yeah, no big deal. So where are we at? I know you're in the middle. You're in the middle of doing a record now, right?
Yeah, well, always working on something new, but doing some pre-pro and hashing out some tunes for the next release. Working with some cats up here in New York, some buddies of yours and mine. And,
Where are you, Yano?
yeah. So hopefully we'll have something within the next couple months. Yeah, and excited about that. Always trying
cool.
to do something different.
Yeah, that's good. And Kirk's was he 3-time Grammy winner?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff on his walls, man.
Yeah. He's a good guy. What's up, Yano? So I know you got a full schedule ahead of you, and I'll read off. And you just got a new gig tonight too, right?
Yeah. Doing a gig with Robert Cray in February at the Birchmere in Alexandria, Virginia. Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, home.
Yeah,
Down.
practically.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Well, I just want to let the people know where you're going to be, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow you're in D.C.
Yeah.
at the 16th Street House. That's what's
Yep.
called?
Yeah, that's a house concert. Yeah.
All right, so he'll be in Washington, D.C. tomorrow. The next day he'll be in Harrisburg, Virginia. Oh, you're getting home anyway.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Cool. At Jimmy Madison's. The next day, the 22nd, Glass House Winery, Free Union, Virginia. Then on the 24th, he's at Rapture in Charlottesville, Virginia. I guess that's really home, right?
Yeah, man. That's the weekly.
That's
yeah.
got to be crazy when you come home, huh?
It can be. We have guests and we make it sort of a social
Now
event.
there's all your like your high school friends and stuff.
Yeah. Well, and we have
The neighborhood boys.
Yeah, and we have people come in and sit in and play and make it. It's like the.
That must be fun.
It's like the live rehearsal and party.
You relax. That must feel good.
Yeah, it is, man. It is.
Cool. And then November 28th, he's at Jazzy House of Blues in Lynchburg, Virginia. And then back at Rapture's on December 1st, Charlottesville, Virginia. And then at McGrady's on the 5th, Charlottesville, Virginia. And then December 11th, he's at the Camel in Richmond, Virginia. And then January 7th, Ian J's in Waynesboro, Virginia. And then he's back at BB's
Yeah, man.
on January 14th. So I'm sure you guys can get to some of these gigs, that's for sure, because, when he's going to play in a little bit, and believe me, you're going to want to go see him. So that's for sure. Is there anything that, you want to let everybody know, or you want to give any shout-outs to anybody before you get up and play? Or?
Well, the information's always on the website.
Yeah, where can they contact you?
Yeah, elicook.com, and all the social media, Facebook, yada yada, is available through there. And Amazon, CD Baby, what have you. You can find all the records. And there are going to be several tours in the spring, going out through the Midwest and Southwest. So yeah, we'll be around all over the country within the next 12 months.
Cool.
Yeah.
I know you. A lot of people have said some beautiful things about you. I mean, John Mayall. I mean, my God, John Mayall, which I actually was blessed to be able to interview also. John Mayall to Eli Cook, mystifying a truly unique style. John Mayall, folks, John Mayall. Not bad, not bad. So I can't think of any. I mean, my God, it doesn't get any bigger than that. And so when do you see this record? What do you?
The idea is to put it out within around the end of the first quarter of 2016.
Oh, good.
If that's not vague enough.
No, that's fair. That's good.
Yeah, man.
How was BB King's last night? You enjoyed it?
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal, and the sound there is great. It's a great staff and people there, and we got it down. Can't wait to come back in January. We're doing a full night. We're actually playing in Lucille's, which is the other half of BB King's, and that'll be a full band show. A lot of times I play solo acoustic, and then sometimes I play with the band. So.
Oh, and I will let you guys know though, he will be back to do a part 2, electric. Tonight he's going to do acoustic, and then he's going to come back, I guess, with some boys, and we're going to rough the place up a little bit. Get Paulie over there up dancing. So I want to show the people, maybe while you're setting up.
Sure.
What do you say we? Is there anything you want to say? Shout out to home people, or I'm sure they're
Virginia.
watching.
Yeah, man. Yeah, everyone back in Virginia, which the whole state is pretty much home. So yeah.
Janine's brother lives in Virginia Beach.
Nice, nice, man.
Tattoo artist.
Yeah, I need some more.
He's the guy to see. He's the only guy that does the Navy SEALs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's world famous, actually.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, Joey Nobody.
Nice.
That's the name he goes by. So we're going to go to a little video here, and then live right here in the Madhouse, Mr. Eli Cook. What a treat, folks. What a treat. Believe me, hold on to your helmets. You're going to like it. So get yourself tight. We're going to go to a video. We're going to show you a little more Eli, and then we're going to come right back in the Maverick Soul Hour in the Madhouse with Eli Cook right here live. Hang in there. We'll be right back.
I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad love, I wouldn't have no luck at all. I said, all luck and trouble, my only friend. I've been on my own since I was 10, yeah. On the bad side, I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for real bad love, I wouldn't have no luck at all. Whiskey and women, you know, well, I crave. I feel like a woman gonna carry me to my grave. Born on the bad side. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for real bad love, I wouldn't have no rock at all. Yeah. Whiskey and women, all I crave. I feel like a woman gonna carry me to my grave. Yeah, yeah. On the bad side, I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad love, I wouldn't have no luck at all. I'm a bad luck child. I'm a bad luck boy. Well, I'm a bad luck child. Well, I'm a bad luck boy. Yeah, I'm a bad luck child. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck. And if it wasn't for real bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck. And if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. Hey! A bad luck child.
We are back live in the Madhouse, and right here, sitting with me. Boy, what a treat. This is a tough job, but someone's got to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, on the Maverick Soul Hour, my friend, Mr. Eli Cook.
Yeah. I believe in something you have to try. She nice and heavy, my even make you smile. Best get ready, what's up back in a while. Dig this lean along. Show me another road. We're going down that road. Dig this lean along. You ain't got nothing to lose. Keep it all so clean. Take this leave alone. Sure ain't nothing wrong. Yeah, we're going down that road. Take this leave alone. I say I'm a green sparkle, can't have too much strong. Run by the family without on the road. Since our whole constant from the top to the tip, we're gonna roll it as low till we back out of there. Take this leaning along. I said, Sean, keep me on that road, going down that road. Take this leaning along. I say, hey, my lady, make you smile. Best get ready, we'll double back in a while. Take this lead along. There's sure ain't nothing wrong. Yeah, we going down that road. Gonna take this lead along. Yeah, 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 going down that road. Take this lead along. Thank you very much. Yeah. Just keep rolling. Well, I wish that I was a catfish swimming, yeah, the deep blue sea. I'd have all you pretty well more. If she not to me. Well, I went down to my best friend's house. Sit down the first day, yes. She said, come on, it's time. Yeah, yeah. My husband just now left. Just now left. Just now left. I said, my name. Well, the first one that leaves right at midnight, and the other leaves just for days, just for days. Well, I wish I was a catfish swimming deep blue sea, and have all you pretty women, fishing after me. Oh, you pretty women, whoa, fishing. Fishing after me, Thank y'all. Well, sail on, my baby, sail on. Sail on, my little baby, sail on. Well, I don't mind you sailing, little girl. Oh, baby, please don't sail too long. I hear a lot of buzzing down here, but you know it sound like my honeybee. I hear a lot of buzzing right here, know it sound like my honeybee. She's been around the world making honey, now she coming back home to me. I hear a lot of pussy around here, don't you know it sound like my honeybee? I hear a lot of buzzing around here, you know it sound like my honeybee. She's been around the world making honey, but now she coming back home to me. like y'all. Try an original one here. I got songs in my pathway, headlines right behind. Ain't nobody worried about my peace of mind. And I believe I go back home. Believe I go back home. I believe I ride to this train road. Blues at my table, blues all in my brain. And the worst feeling, having blues all in your bed. And I believe I'll go back home. Believe I'll go back home. Believe I'll ride to this train road. Yeah, see, and I know no one knows where I'm waiting. Good Lord, well, it surely shows when you ain't got no friends. Yeah. Yes, ain't no use in crying. Ain't no crying shame. Truth be told, I'm lying when I say your name. And I believe I'll go back home. Believe I'll go back home. Believe I'll ride to this train road. I believe I'll go back home. Believe I'll go back home. Believe I'll ride to this train road. I believe I'll ride to this train road. All right. What we got left here, man? I'm gonna do, see what I'm gonna do. I got a bird with whistle, baby, got a bird, honey, got a bird with singing. Yeah, baby, got a bird, oh, honey, got a bird with singing. Without going to her, sure don't need, sure don't mean a natural thing. When I learned, honey, to love you, all better before I learned, oh, honey, before I called your name. Yeah, now, baby, before I learned, honey, before I called your name. Yeah, without calling her, sure don't mean, sure don't mean a natural thing. Have mercy, y'all better on my heart, love, honey, on my heart, love, so. Yeah, baby, on my heart, love, honey, on my heart, love, so. I got a rainbow around my neck, well, it look like silver, baby, shine like Klondike gold. my heart looks so. Yeah, now baby, on my heart, Lord, honey, on my heart looks so. I got a rainbow around my neck, yeah, well it look like silver, better shine like Klondike gold. It look like silver, better shine like Klondike gold. Yeah, well it look like silver, better shine like Klondike gold. Look like silver, better shine like Klondike gold. Thank y'all. I think that's all I got. That's it.
All right, I tell you, we don't give you nothing but the best here on the Maverick Soul Hour. Eli, I can't thank you enough, man. I really, really wish you nothing but the best. Have a great tour. Looks like you're going to have a little fun and back home and doing your thing. And we wish you all the best, really. We truly do. It was a blessing to have you here, and thank God you're keeping the blues alive, my man. Thank God. So, hey, Mr. Paulie Harrison over here. All right. Yeah, no, where are you? All right, so Eli, again, nothing but the best. Everybody have a blessed week. Have a blessed Thanksgiving, all you and your families. And don't forget to check out my man here. Pick up his albums, CD Babies, and everywhere else. They're out there. They're out there. So thank you, Eli. Have a good night. Be blessed. Arnie Goodman, thank you. Janine, thank you. Have a good night. See you next time.